Now, bringing you the very best in New Hampshire-based local music on IPMNation.com and 100.1 The Planet, this is Local Outbreak. Hey everybody, welcome to Local Outbreak here on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com here with you. Not going to say much. I want to make sure we can get the full thing in. I sat down recently in studio for an interview with singer-songwriter Shane Balon. And not only did we talk, but he performed live for us. He did a number of songs on his acoustic guitar, and it was fantastic. I want to make sure we can fit the whole thing in. So we're going to get right to it. So here it is, part one of my interview with Shane Balon. And we have with us in studio, let me get that mic up there, a very talented musician has joined us on the couch. Shane Balon is here. How are you, sir?
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Great
Welcome.
to be here. Great to be here. It's an honor. Thanks for having me on, being unleashed.
Yeah, I'm glad Jenny reached out to you. And we had spoken, you called recently, was it Friday or Thursday last week?
Yes.
And you told us about, was it your grandfather?
That's
Clyde?
right. And my grandfather, Clyde Joy, he's known as the granddaddy of New England country music, believe it or not.
Okay.
He started up the Circle 9 Ranch in Epsom, and he played with a lot of the greats. He played with Johnny Cash on the stage, shared it with Loretta Lynn, Big Trio and such. He had a radio show for 16 years on WMUR in Manchester, Joy in the Morning with Willie May. And he did a lot of yodeling. He was known as the Dixie Yodeler.
Oh, no kidding.
Back in the day, yeah. And right over here, I have his patinaed, beautiful Gibson guitar, probably about 60 to 70 years old there, one of his. And then on it is the hat, one of the hats that you can actually see him wearing that hat. If you were to Google him, you can look him up, wearing that hat on the radio.
Oh, that's the actual hat, huh?
Yeah, that's
oh,
the real
no
one.
kidding. Wow.
Yeah, it's a little small for me, though.
Yeah. Did you learn from him? Did you learn guitar from him?
I didn't play guitar back then when he was alive.
Yeah.
But something to be said about a resonation of music. And I can say a lot about that at a place I play up at Charlie's Hill up in Lebanon, Maine, and there's a lot of resonation of beautiful bands and music that comes through there. And it stays in there, and I don't know if it's osmosis, I don't know, what it is, but if you're around it enough, it's like music can seep right into your soul, it seems.
Yeah. There are theories too about, genetics. Is there a genetic component? Because you see it so often where someone, just as a random example, Eddie Van Halen, who of course, one of the most incredible guitar players who ever lived.
Wolfgang.
And Wolfgang is just, he might even be better because Wolfgang can play seemingly anything. He's like Prince. He can just play all these instruments.
I wish I had his bloodstream, but he's my step-grandfather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his wife for many years, Mae Jabert. So that's my blonde grandma. I've always called her, long blonde hair.
Yeah.
It was white,
Oh, okay.
She'd like to have some cigarettes, so I would call her blonde grandma.
And now, how long have you been playing? Because you said you didn't play when he was still alive.
That's right. I've been playing for most people I think would say it's pretty recent. So I have a lot to learn still, but probably about 4 years or so.
Oh, okay.
But just it's like anything you want to do, you just go at it as hard as you can, and you can ramp it up.
Yeah. Now you've got so you have several songs. What? Actually, I'll ask you. What would you rather do? Do you want to play something and we'll talk some more? Or do you want to play the set all the way through and then we'll talk at the end?
Let me play a song for you.
Okay.
And I'll set it up a little bit, and then we can talk in between here.
Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Song I'd like to play first is a song called Charlie, and it's a tribute to Charlie Ray, the daughter of a woman who's taken in many bands and musicians and artists from all over the country and promoters onto her property and opened up her life to them and brought music to them as a tribute to Charlie. And I thought it was so fitting to write a song that was, fitting to her.
Okay.
And so I figured I would write this one day because I had to. I fell asleep and I woke up and just recently had stayed over there by the nice fire. And, I hear the talk about, if there's the light flickering, could be Charlie, Oh, well, maybe, someone stuck in the mud. It might be Charlie out there. And the resonation like we spoke of and the stove inside, it's all beautiful. And it all culminated to the love of their daughter. And it goes like this. Saturday night jams and loving hands. Pink guitars and borrowed cars. The distance between us is closer than you think. The next time you're in the field and the stars, they give a wink. Just remember, I'm waiting in sleep. Just like the campers in the field on retreat. I'm the flickering light, and I'm the reason you fight. I'm the whistle in the wind, and I'm the curl in your grin. I'm the chills on your neck, and I'm the silence when you rest. When living love and laughter survive, and that hot stove keeps the music alive. It's the resonation that still resides. In all this you'll find, oh, it's me. 'Cause I'm the flickering light, and I'm the reason you fight. And I'm the curl in your grin, and I'm the chills on your neck. I'm the whistle in the wind, and I'm the silence when you rest. When living love and laughter survive, and that hot stove keeps the music alive. It's the resonation that will always reside. In all this you'll find, it's me, Charlie.
Wow, that's pretty.
Thanks.
I like the vibe. It's kind of it's kind of poetry.
That's
know?
right. Yeah, and when I wrote it, it was a poem for and I've tried to do it other ways, but I think it comes across best like that.
So it started out as a poem.
Yeah.
Is that usually how you write? Lyrics first?
Yeah, lyrics first. Like I say, I'm a relatively new songwriter. I have a lot to learn. There's a lot of people out there with much more talent than me, much more experience, but I speak from the heart and I'm right for the heart.
Yeah.
I think it comes across, and you can string pain project it. You get the pain in your fingers, you project this into your audience.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of my songs is the next one I want to do for you is called String Pain Projection.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You want to go ahead and do that now?
Sure.
All right,
Sure.
cool.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do that.
I'm curious to hear it after you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this song gets its roots as well up in it's called the Blue Knuckle Crew. Anybody who can go up to jam night in December, January, and February up there in Maine,
Oh, wow.
For the Blue Knuckle Crew, Uncle Mike. And
what is it in a cold barn or something?
Yeah, it's an old it's an old milking barn with cement floors, real long, 75 yards or something, and just tapestries, beautiful, big stove in the inside, with poplar burning, it's hardwood smells, and so this was one, and as I began to know them, I stayed over a couple times and manned the fire, like the farm hand.
Yeah.
And a couple times it's gone out in the middle of the night. A couple times you got to get up, so you got your cot, and there's something so peaceful and relaxing about it.
Yeah.
And so I wrote this song inspired by that as well, and it's called Denim and Six Strings. I know I'm wearing all denim.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch it.
Cool.
Okay. So let's go ahead. This is called String Pain Projection.
All right.
Hey. You can't catch me on radar, I'm running in still. Can't catch me on the radar, I'm running in still. Passed up on riches, but I've got my health. Pulling in the finish lines, 4 tires all flat. Proving them wrong, what they're thinking about that. I rise like a phoenix and landing on my feet. With felines abilities and fire in my wings. String pain projection making my fingers bleed. Subconscious mind is drafting me nicely. I'm feeling rhythm in everything. Like my cat on my chest, purring in a dream. The wind's howling outside like a banshee scream. And I've been known to make this 6-string sing. And I love the smells that a campfire brings, the smoky infusion into my blue jeans. And I love the songs that stovepipe sings, the creaks and the bangs when a screen door swings. Can't catch me on the radar, I'm running instead. Passed up on riches, but I've got my health. I'm pulling in a finish lines, 4 tires all flat. I'm proving them wrong, what they thinking about that. I rise like a phoenix and land on my feet. With felines abilities and fire in my wings. It's string pain projection making my fingers bleed. Subconscious mind is drafting when I sleep. Thanks.
Oh, dude, you got a killer voice.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It was funny because, with the first song, you don't really get to show it off because it's, it's sort of like a spoken word thing. But then, so I wasn't ready for that. Like you just said, it's very, it's very sort of rich and just, full. Like,
I appreciate all the compliments.
Yeah. Did you, cause you said you're relatively new to playing guitar and writing songs. Like, what about singing? Have you been singing for a long time?
Yeah, I think back, and I was always trying to sing, and I haven't really been singing, focusing on it like I have now. But just like anyone else has, I guess, getting up at karaoke and doing La Bamba.
So, are you self-taught? No
Yeah.
lessons?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you. What about with guitar?
Same thing.
No kidding.
Yeah. But
that always amazes me when I see somebody who can finger pick and you're self-taught. That's always very impressive to me.
Yeah, I just kept at it, and it's like a lesson in life. Just like anything you want to do bad enough,
Yeah.
you focus hard enough, you're gonna get it.
Yeah.
And, you get frustrated sometimes, so frustrated, and then you got to push through that frustration. You don't put it down. You
Yep.
keep grabbing it again because you
Yep.
keep it sitting out. You put it in the case, it's gone. But it's been really great for me. But I found that it's, I've always been missing some sort of things. I've always felt like I've had an extra nervous energy in me. And twitchy and this and that. But this was my outlet. This is something that a lot of people can do, is find any kind of music. It's everywhere, and so I found that it healed me, and it also heals other people. I love to go. I've been going to some hospitals. I've been to Dartmouth Hitchcock in New Hampshire, the Children's Center. I've been up to Concord recently.
Yeah.
Shout out to Brittany. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're doing well. All right. And keep going, keep fighting. And I really love that. And that's really what I'd love to keep pursuing that,
Yeah.
volunteering around. So get a hold of me, anybody who wants me to play for them or anyone, loved ones. I don't mind. I would love to.
Yeah, that's very cool. If you're just joining us, we're joined by Shane Balon. He is on the couch. He's got his guitar. He's playing some songs for us and sounds fantastic. By the way, our friend Alex Whiteley from the UK is in the chat room. He says, whenever I see a guy with a guitar, I'm always inclined to ask if they know any Oasis. It's an ironic thing to ask here in the UK. Do you know any Oasis?
Yeah, I could probably play a little Wonderwall, but I wouldn't dare here. I don't want to get copyright infringement.
I understand. Wonderwall's a great song, though. And Sepsis is in the chat room and says, thank you for your talent and love for music. You're a generous and passionate human being. See you soon. Yeah, so we were talking.
I love them.
Yeah, we were talking about Sepsis a little bit off air. Oh, and because I happen to be wearing the Swarmy Fest shirt today. Jenny and I were participating in Swarmy Fest, and we're had a great time over at Jewel. And but what were you telling me? You followed them down to the music awards.
Yeah, they were the premier host band for the tribute band down there at the Foxborough Six Strings Bar and Grill. So we went down there, and it was great. What a great time! The awards were wonderful to be a part, not to be a part of, to watch, but. And they were there. I know several of the members and the whole family from Charlie's Hill. They've been up there playing.
Yeah.
But great. Their podcast is wonderful. You got to check them out.
Yes.
Honeycomb Hideout. They're really supportive to other musicians.
Very.
They're creating a wonderful underground music scene that's not underground anymore. It's coming up above ground, right?
Yeah, they really they promote a sense of community in the music scene, which is very cool. And with their podcast, their podcast is really good, and they impart a lot of wisdom and knowledge, and they're not afraid to share that, which is cool. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So shout out to everybody in Sepsis. Yeah.
Definitely. When you have you been playing shows or doing much of that, or
I've played a couple places, but not too much. I'm just I'm ready to start. Probably this spring, this summer, getting out more. I was up at the Levitt with a friend of mine, Brian Munger, who plays a lot. Very good musician up in Maine, New Hampshire. And up at the Hill, a couple different places here and there. But like I said, this is just all starting up.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. You want to play another one for us?
Yeah, sure. This one right here I'd like to play. It's a real special song to me. It was written with myself and a woman by the name Janine McGrath, rest in peace. She just passed away recently, but she was a talented music promoter, and she also was very valuable in all of her skills. She knew of vocal lessons. And I say, but she taught me several tips, things, singing and things like that. So this song was one of those things with music and vibrations, how they can heal. I was just playing this song. I started going to chord progressions similar like this, and she just had a tear in her eye, and she sat there and she got a pencil and paper out and she wrote this song right here.
Oh wow!
Because it was a memory that just got lodged out of her head, from when she was a young lady, and then she it was regarding at a trip to the dump. She had to go exchange her father's truck, this old Dodge, just for a couple bucks because she was down on her luck, but that truck meant everything to her because it still had the smells from her father in there.
Oh wow! Yeah.
And tobacco, and memories of learning how to drive. I can still smell tobacco when I climb inside my daddy's truck. 3 on the tree on daddy's knee. He taught me how to drive her down an old dirt road. Lucky Strikes and Old Spice are 2 smells that hit my heart now that I'm old. The memories in that old Dodge truck are worth more than the money that you'll ever pay me. If I wasn't so down on my luck right now, I'd keep her and I'd hang on to my daddy. Unruly child running wild, he didn't know how to tame me. Daddy's girl, I was his world, and all his love he gave me. I didn't care, I just wanted to grow up and be free. The memories in that old Dodge truck are worth more than the money that you'll ever pay me. If I wasn't so down on my luck right now, I'd keep that truck and hang on to my daddy. As I take that gun rack down my heart, it breaks with every painful turn of the screw. That rear view window now has a very clear and painful view. Please fix her up, don't junk her, don't turn my daddy to kill. 'Cause the memories in that old Dodge truck are worth more than the money that you ever could pay me. If I wasn't so down on my luck right now, I'd keep that truck and hang on to my daddy.
Hey everybody, this is Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com here with you. And here is part 3 of my recent interview with singer-songwriter Shane Balon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she wrote the lyrics, or you wrote them together?
Yeah, she wrote most of the lyrics. I helped out, wrote a couple of the verses, and I wrote the music melody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think back when I sang that one time with her. I did. So every time I play it, it's like I can imagine myself right here with her standing there.
Yeah.
But I can't sing it as good as she could. She had that
voice
that was just built for that song.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I wish I could find it for you, but it's not on Facebook anymore.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, speaking of that, so do you have anything recorded, or is this kind of the first time these songs are being
I've
documented?
Yeah, I'm actually in the process right now. I was going to be getting something for today, but it was going to be too rushed.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to be working with Mr. Goodbars from
excellent.
from Sepsis.
Excellent.
So I want to get something recorded right away.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be done within a week. So
very good.
I'll shoot it over to you.
Yeah, please. Yeah, absolutely. Is it going to be what are you doing, like an EP or what, or just a single? Or?
No, I was going to do EP. I was going to do like 7 songs and see what I can cover.
Yeah.
Legally.
Yeah. Oh, so there's going to be some covers mixed in, or? Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
I don't know. It might be like a big mixtape. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you do for covers? Because I always say you can kind of tell a lot about a musician's influences by what they by what they choose for cover songs.
Yeah. Lately it's different. Lately, I first started. I was all Luke Combs, a lot of country stuff. Morgan Wallen and everything, but Floyd, a lot of 70s bands. My John Mayer, Chris Cornell, probably my biggest influences.
Right really?
Now. Yeah, and so wide range. I take my Facebook page and it's just loaded with videos. I think people thought I was crazy for the last couple of years.
Really? Yeah.
Hopefully they know now.
Yeah.
But so yeah, and right now I'm I did Elvis the other day. I did one of Elvis. I couldn't believe it. I was fireside doing the harmonica. I have the harmonica over there. It's the old harp.
Yeah.
70-year-old harmonica from Clyde. And it was snowing out, and I just blow on the harmonica, and a little came by, and it was sounded just like Elvis.
Oh, no kidding.
So we played it, and next thing you know, I didn't realize this.
Oh,
Lisa Marie. Yeah, it was the same day, so it was a tribute, I guess.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah. That's wild. Okay. We have a call.
Hi, Maddie. It's Gary.
Hey, Gary.
What a haunting voice.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Yeah, Shane Balon.
Very, very nice. Very nice.
Thank you,
Gary. Yeah, just the way he sings and the memories and how he plays, and just his voice. His voice is very haunting, but nice.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's soothing. It's very soothing. Now I see why. He goes to Dartmouth and things like that. He should go to hospices and play for people, and I think they would enjoy it. I enjoyed it.
I will. I'll make sure I do that.
Yeah, it made me feel good today.
Good.
I'm glad.
The last song made me think of my mom versus a dad. And how my mom would do things, and so it's very, very good. He's a very good singer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely.
But I just wanted to compliment him.
Okay.
And he said he's related to Clyde Joy.
Yeah, my grandmother was his wife for many years.
Because I'm an old fart. I'm 64 years old, and I remember that show.
Yeah.
Clyde Joy.
Yeah.
And,
The Joy in the Morning.
In the morning, yeah. And then it was, I think it was like a Saturday night or whatever they had.
Circle
like
9
the
Ranch.
barn dance, and they had Whitey and Judy that were they would do the he played mandolin, and they would sing different songs, and then they had this guy called his name was they called him Ozzy K. Rum, and he would do all these really rockabilly things, and then there was the banjo the banjo player Curly or whatever, and I remember. And then he used to do the Sacred Number after, and I remember him. Yeah,
That's wonderful. That's great.
Is that
because I used to see that. Yeah, my mom and I, and everybody, we'd gather around and watch the show, and he was amazing. I used to go up to Circle 9 Ranch a lot, so.
is any of
So
that is any of that
I
on
remember that.
is any of that on YouTube, Shane? Is it like, can you find any of those shows?
Yeah, I bet you can find the Circle 9 Ranch stuff. I know when I look up Clyde, I'm looking him up specifically, so you can find different shows. And he used to play at the Deerfield Fair for several years.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't recently look up, and I bet you most definitely you can look up there and find Circle 9 Ranch, Epsom, New Hampshire, Clyde Joy.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Huh, interesting.
Yeah, Clyde and Willie Mae Joy I used to watch, and she used to play the upright bass.
Oh, wow.
So fond memories of watching that show. And
Well, I wrote a song about both of them, and it incorporates that feeling. So I think right now, I'll probably play that song and dedicate it as a tribute to Clyde Joy.
Oh, very nice.
oh wow.
Let's hear that.
Yeah,
First
'cause
time I ever
remember,
played it,
I
so I
remember
just
when
finished writing it.
his
Oh.
son passed away in Vietnam, and
That's right.
he was with the same platoon or whether with my best friend. He was like my older brother that I called him, and his name was Frankie Endyke. He came from Candia, and I remember they both were in the same firefight, and then they got the same news at the same time, and I was like, wow.
Wow.
So I saw their names on the wall together, and
Oh,
that was amazing.
Wow.
But,
Thank you for that memory.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm an old fart fan from Clyde and Clyde Joy's show. I really love that. So,
Very cool.
but
Well,
thank you, Maddie. Thank you for
Thanks,
having me
Gary.
on there, and I love the music, and keep on doing it.
I
keep
will.
on doing it.
I will. Thank you very much,
Maddie,
Gary.
send my love to Jenny like I usually do.
of
So,
course.
Love you both.
All right,
Bye-bye.
all right, we love you, Gary. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, yeah, I'm very curious to hear that song.
So there was a memory that I never forgot about. When Clyde fell ill, he went to the nursing home, and there was a night that I came over and kept my grandmother company, and she loved to play cards, so we played cards. And then it was time to go to bed. It was a little late, so I decided to stay. And this is the memory of that night. He be warming up coffee cups 3 or 4 times while watching the local news all night. Now no more smoke smell from his tobacco pipe. No one left to stoke the fire all night. No more crowns that'll chant his name. Johnny Cash, big trio in New England fame, yeah. But there was one thing that did not change. It was a pretty blonde lady with a beautiful name, yeah. Maisie, her and Clyde were quite a crew. Did you know that they were hunters too? My blonde grandma sleeps quietly on the pullout. Her nicotine blonde hair's the only color that stood out. Out in the back was a room like a shack. Might have been a few mice. Could have used a cat, yeah. Bed had been made and all the cards had been played. And I went to sleep just like that. Pipe tobacco and fire smoke stained walls Kinda smells the same as your bookcase does, yeah. When I woke, your songs were in my head. You must have left a piece of your soul in that bed. Your 6-string stares at me in the corner where you left it. Swear it wants to be fed, yeah. Yeah, Quiet and Maisie were quite a crew. Did you know they were hunters too? Yeah, Clyde and Maisie, they were quite a crew. Did you know they were hunters too? I hope you saved a can of Moxie in that fridge. When we meet again, you can both meet my kids. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Miriam Banish in the chat room says he has a little bit of Warren Zevon sound to his voice. Yeah, I can kind of hear that. Yeah, yeah. Is he an influence of yours or?
No, actually, no. Werewolves of London?
Yeah,
I like the song.
He had 2 really big hits. He had a lot of great stuff, but yeah, Werewolves of London and of course Lawyers, Guns and Money, which is actually the song I prefer of the 2. But yeah. And Isaac Banks, our friend from Greensboro, North Carolina, also very much a fan. He says, "You rock, sir."
Thank you very much. That's great.
There you go.
Yeah, I just had one more I wanted to play. I don't know how we're coming up on the hour. Can we squeeze it in? It's only 2-3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, we got time. Yeah. You want to do it now, and then we'll...
If you want, whatever you think. Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So this is a song. This is a song I just wrote. And I was invited to my son's pancake and gingerbread house making event. And so I was the chaperone in there, and I went in and I got to stay for that event, and then afterwards he wanted me to stay a little bit longer, so I was like the only parent left, and I was staying there and had a good time. And it was Christmas coming, and most single parents coming sometimes when you have splits times with each other, you get a little lonely when the kids are ready to leave. And I came back to my place, and again, the power of the music is so healing and powerful that I took that string pain projection, right, and put that into a song of positive feeling, and put that out there on Facebook, and then I got other people that day, wanted me to go to a hospital and play for someone else, and do that song for someone else to heal someone else, which healed me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I love it. This song is about the day I spent with my son at school, called Gingerbread Houses. Pancakes and gingerbread houses, and I was along for the show. I watched over the griddle, I swept just a little. My son didn't want me to go. Candy cane, gumdrops, and frostings, now each one was sweeter than the last. Met all his friends and I stayed to the end, and boy did that time go by fast. Today I received a remedy to cure any father who's sad. I showed up to class and he hugged me so fast. He said, "Hey everyone, this is my daddy." Showed everyone I was his dad. Maybe I'll work as a teacher, 'cause that'll put a smile on my cheek. I won't get closure till Christmas is over. Half me's on pause till next week. I don't think I'll ever get over this weekly heartbreak that I feel. I wish they were here every day of the year, then I wouldn't write songs just to heal. No, I wouldn't need songs just to heal. Today I received a remedy to cure any father who's sad. I walked into class, he hugged me so fast. He said, everyone, this is my dad. Showed everyone I was his dad.
You're tuned in to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connarton from IPMNation.com here with you. And I hope you've enjoyed this week's guest, Shane Balon. We actually have a little bit more of our conversation and performance from Shane, a very talented singer-songwriter. Really loved sitting down with him. And I do want to remind you just quickly, IPMNation.com/local outbreak. You can find the full archive of the show there, all of our social media links, contact info, etc., etc. Just go to IPMNation.com/local outbreak. And now, without further ado, here is the final part of my recent interview with singer-songwriter Shane Balon to close out this week's Local Outbreak.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Thanks.
Here's a nice compliment. Alex Whiteley in the chat room says, makes me want to hug my son, and I'm stuck at work.
Oh, yeah, that's the truth.
Yeah. Isaac Banks said, awesome. And Miriam just complimenting the Warren, clarifying the Warren Zevon comment was a compliment. Oh, of course.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you very much for all the comments and the compliments. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. Where do the lyrics come from for you? I mean, do they just kind of occur to you, or is it?
I was like talking about this the other day. It's like I wish I could just write a song about being happy.
Yeah,
but it's really hard and it's corny usually when you do it.
Yeah,
and I think all the best songs you've ever heard in your life are all sad songs.
Yeah,
whether it's about love or loss, or it's sad feelings are painful, and when you bring them out, it expunges them out of you.
Yeah.
And you feel a little bit better afterwards. That's what people go to therapy to do, right?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So it's, I think a lot of it comes from me just trying to feel better about a certain situation that in the day, just like everybody does.
Mm-hmm.
Just everybody has the same feelings. And that's why if everybody plays music, I think they'd feel better.
Yeah, that's a good insight, actually. Is that why? I mean, is that really kind of the real reason you got into it? It made you feel better because, like you said, you're relatively new at.
Yeah, and I remember just being very, very ill with a cold, with the bad as before the big virus came around, and it was 2018 or so.
Yeah,
and I was 2 or 3 weeks and just so sick, and the kids caught it and everything like that, and it was just so soothing, to learn and.
Oh, so you took that opportunity while you were sick to start. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's funny, because most people, it's like all they want to do is, I know me, like if I have a severe cold or something, all I want to do is sleep or, eat something hot.
Yeah. It's just a nice escape. It's a way out of a little break from your mind.
Yeah.
Like some people ride a motorcycle or ski or do something where you have to focus on that and you take a break from everything else, or surfing or something.
Yeah.
And that's the way that is. You get into a flow state and you don't think about anything else for a while. And then when you're done, it relaxes you.
Yeah.
So.
When you start writing lyrics, do they come quickly for you or?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like, I think it's like I was listening to people talk about music writing. It's so true. It's just like it's kind of inspirational. It's just here and there. I don't know who could just sit there and write a song.
Yeah,
it seems like it's because it's scary the way you can't just write them on command.
Right.
So like, is there another one going to ever come? But yeah, I think if you, it's funny too because I never thought about this, but I went to Plymouth State and I took poetry classes. And I took English major. I was in computers, and so I never really. I was like, why did I take it? But I think back, it was all sorts of Robert Frost the house up there that he taught in, and we did poetry classes, you know, and in the back in my mind somewhere it must, you know, stick in a little bit because I do find it a little bit easy to put it together in a certain sense.
Well, especially that first song that you played, it was very much like a poem, you know.
Yeah.
It really had that vibe. So, so that makes sense. And you know, it's interesting too. I mean, I think that's something people can relate to, where you learn something and you don't necessarily think it's ever going to have any practical application. And then later you look back and you go, oh yeah, that kind of penetrated the back. Like you said, it was, you know, stuck in the back of your mind. And then you realize that it actually, you know, did something positive for you, obviously. Alex Whiteley says, your song seems strongly nostalgic or emotionally charged. Do you get a lot of self-therapeutic satisfaction when you get these songs on paper? And of course, you were just talking about that.
Most definitely, yeah, exactly. That's the point. Selfishly, as an only child I am, no, I do. I write them at first for me.
Yeah.
You know, and then it seems, although Charlie wasn't, you know, but and it does definitely therapeutic. And I hope they can beat other people. So,
but that is the key, though, right? Initially, if you write songs to please yourself, because if you're actively trying to think about writing something that, you know, how do I write something that other people are going to like? That's
the key. Like, you know, Will Savant from Sepsis made a comment in the Honeycomb Hideout. You know, a lot of people play music for Spotify or to get on some sort of show or to be talent searched or do anything like that, you know, but the ancient people didn't have that. You know, they didn't have Spotify. They didn't have things like you know, The Voice and things like that. So they played it to connect with people and for the vibrations, to soothe themselves, to heal themselves. And that's why I think my sets for musical healing that I want to play in the hospitals, I think work. You know?
Yeah.
So, and I'm just a guy who is nothing. You know, there's people out there who can do this, you know, and I'm encouraging you musicians out there who are amazing, you know, who are more talented than me, who are, you know, much more experienced, you know, and they can go in there too. So it's like anyone can if you play from your heart, you know. Yeah.
When you do that, when you go to play at a hospital, do you do, I assume you do like a mix of covers and originals, or?
Yeah, depending. And then sometimes you can't sing. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you just have to finger pick.
Oh, yeah.
Softly.
Yeah. That makes sense. And
then sometimes you got to wear a mask.
Yeah, so that makes the singing part difficult.
You know, trying to sing with that. But so you know, it's just a work in progress right now, and I love it, and keep going as hard as I can.
Isaac Banks in the chat room says, Shane, what's your favorite Jamie Walters song? He was a one-hit wonder, and he is a singer, musician, and actor. He plays guitar. Hashtag Matt Connarton. Just a good question to hashtag Shane.
Oh, you asked me this guy. I don't know. What was he in?
Jamie Walters. Well, I think he was on Beverly Hills 90210, and he did have a hit song. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, I don't know. I can picture the guy, but
I'm sorry, I don't know him.
Yeah, but Isaac Banks in Greensboro, North Carolina, very concerned with Jamie Walters. Yeah,
I did live in Charleston though, so shout out to all my buddies in Charleston, South Carolina down there.
Is that where you're from originally?
No, I just spent some time down there. Some friends from college went down there.
Oh,
from Plymouth State, and went down there and lived for a couple of years.
Yeah,
and then moved back up.
So you're from here originally?
Yeah. Okay. Right from Auburn, New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because you don't really have any kind of an accent. So it's hard to tell where you're from.
Yeah, trying to keep it like radio, like you.
Yeah, there you go. Exactly. So now, do you have any shows coming up that you're playing, or I know you're just kind of wading into that part?
Yeah, well, we have a couple shows coming up at Charlie's Hill.
Okay.
You know, and you know, with I'm hoping to play with my good friend Brian Munger again, and some of the local places. Now I've just put my name in to to get in the bill in certain places.
Cool,
So,
cool.
yeah.
Brian Munger is a familiar name, but I can't quite place him.
Yeah, he's been playing music for quite a long time.
Is he singer-songwriter?
He's kind of like the Joey McDonald of Maine, I'd say. No, he's not of Maine, but he plays a lot in Maine.
Okay.
Joey McDonald, how you doing, Joey? If you're out there, he's a great influence to me. He's a singer, covers, songwriter, musician from Manchester. He's been playing for years and years.
Oh, okay.
And he played when I was a kid at my graduation.
Oh, no
things
kidding.
Like that, and so yeah, I got to give you a call sometime, Joey. That'd be fun.
Oh, very cool. Have you ever sat down and played with him? Or? No. Yeah.
So yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Oh, that would be cool.
But yeah, Brian does a lot of shows. He's a staple up at the Levitt Theater. He played up there all summer long.
Oh, okay.
And in fact, it's a funny story. I went to go watch him, and it was it was a couple of years ago. I never even really been up like that, and we were hanging out, just watching him and sipping a drink.
Yeah.
And he says, I broke a string, and the place was packed, and it was all, up there in Maine, and nighttime they had bachelorette parties going around, people eating, and, big bistros and all this stuff, and hundreds of people. He says, I broke a string. My good friend Shane's going to come up and play a song real quick. So he says, go get your guitar.
Oh, wow.
So I ran on and get my guitar.
Oh, cool.
My heart was beating.
Yeah.
So I always think of he's like the Godfather.
Oh, by the way, Isaac Banks clarified for us, hashtag Matt Connarton. He had a hit song, was How Do You Talk to an Angel by the band Of the Heights, featuring Jamie Walters. I do remember. Do you know that's How Do You Talk to an Angel?
I remember the
like
song.
Yeah,
I still don't know the guy's face, though.
Yeah, that's fine. But thank you, Isaac Banks. Shane, we're just about out of time. Did we get to everything you were going to play?
We did. Perfect.
Okay, just making sure. Anything you want us to know about so people can keep up on what you're doing, social media? I don't know if you have a website. Anything we should know?
My name, just my name on Facebook, Shane Balon. Shane Balon. I put all my videos on there, kind of like a digital scrapbook.
Yeah.
Like I said, anyone, you can always reach out to me on Facebook. Actually, that's kind of a good centralized place to reach me if you ever want to, book for any kind of someone who doesn't have to be someone who's sick,
Right.
but I would absolutely love to heal with music whenever I can. So find me on Facebook, I would say, and like I'm saying, I play a lot up at Charlie's Hill. You can Google that as well, up in Lebanon, Maine. Shout out to Terry Merrill and Mike Merrill up there. I love you.
Oh, very cool.
And shout out to my dad right now down in Florida, who's watching. He's doing better. He's getting better. All right, Bob, I love you.
Oh, that reminds me too.
And my kids, Nora and Eli.
I saw a new name in the chat room. Yes, Carrie Davis.
Yes, Carrie
says, "Awesome job, Shane."
Hey, Carrie, thank you.
Very nice, very nice. So we're going to, so we're going to wrap up. So Shane, thank you so much, and we'll definitely,
thank you, Matt.
We'll definitely do this again in the future.
Can't wait. I'll send you over when we get the music files done.
Oh, please. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm very glad that Jenny booked you today, and this has been wonderful. And I just think it's so cool too, that you go to the hospitals and play for people. That is amazing.
There you have it, my interview and the live performance with Shane Balon on this week's Local Outbreak. Remember, IPMNation.com/Local Outbreak.